Hey y'all, it's Lonnie and welcome back to my channel, The Homeschool Help Me. This is where I help families transition to homeschool and overcome their homeschooling struggles. In today's video, I'm going to share with you our curriculum picks for the 2020-2021 school year. Say that 3 times fast. For my 3rd grader. If you're interested in seeing what we are using for homeschooling this year, then stay tuned. Now, let's get into it. Hey y'all, I am here to share with you today our curriculum picks for the 2020-2021 school year. My little is now a 3rd grader, so we switched up some things from our curriculum last year. Last year was our first year homeschooling. Of course, we learned a ton, and we've made some adjustments accordingly. So we picked some new curriculum and some we are kind of staying true to, but I want to share with you some of the things that we are using this year as inspiration and encouragement to you as you go on your homeschool journey. So some things that I got for her to continue to review. So I grabbed this workbook. I don't remember where I got. Oh, I ordered this one online. This is the Super Summer Learning Grades 2 to 3, and it is a transition book, to help you transition from 2nd to 3rd grade. This isn't something that we use all the time, but it is a great review. It's something to grab if we need to go and hop in the car and we need to do car schooling. So we got this for review. Okay, so that's it as far as a general review is concerned. I do have some stuff in each subject category for review, so I will talk about those things in each category just so I don't confuse you, okay? All right, so let's start with Bible. If you checked out my video for curriculum review for kindergarten, you already saw this. So we are using the same thing for my 3rd grader. From Master Books, More Than Words, this is the Level 1 Living Faith Bible curriculum. Again, I really love this. It's really comprehensive. It's really easy. It's set up so that you can go through it in 4 days. So if you homeschool 4 days out of the week, or if you homeschool 5 days or 6 days, you can be done with this in 4 days. Bite-sized information and little nuggets, easy for your kids to understand. We are also using Indescribable. And then of course, the Action Bible. This is like a graphic novel, kind of an abbreviated version of the Bible. Okay, next, let's move on to math. So for math, I really wanted her to review some concepts. So I grabbed this workbook. It is TinkerActive Math Grade 2. And these books are really cool. This is something that she can do independently, go through and practice some skills such as skip counting and adding and subtracting and time and all of that good stuff, okay? These are really awesome because they do have an interactive element, so it's a really cool way to make math interactive. So there's always some little activity that you can do. If you don't like the interactive part, then just skip it. We don't always do every interactive activity. I find the ones that are kind of feasible for us to do, and then we will do it. Another cool thing about this is you can have, a lot of these projects are kind of STEM, so you can have your kiddo earn that as a reward or do that as extra, and they don't even realize that they are learning or practicing something. So I really like these. I also grabbed these Flash Kids activities. This one is math drills, and this one is division activities. We aren't at division yet, but we are definitely starting multiplication. So with multiplication comes division. So I went ahead and grabbed these. Okay, and our main math curriculum is another choice from Master Books. It is Math Lessons for a Living Education. This is the Level 3. I love this. It's a Charlotte Mason style, so it follows a story of a family who are homeschoolers, and then, after this, a part of the story, then there's some sort of math task that you need to work on. So it implements a lot of reading as well as math, and we are on, I don't know what lesson we're on, but so far we've even had to do some geography in here, and I really like that. We're studying Lima, Peru now because of something that was mentioned in the book that sparked some interest in knowing where Peru was and learning about Peruvian culture and all of that good stuff. So this is our main math curriculum for this school year. Okay, let's move on to spelling and handwriting. So last year we used this Spectrum spelling for grade 2. We did not finish it, and I don't think we're gonna use it a lot, but what I will do is use it as a review. If there are some blends that she's having trouble with spelling, or some spelling rules that she's having trouble with doing, then we'll go back and review them. But her spelling has come a long way, so I'm just hanging on to this for good measure. I also have these Sylvan second grade spelling flashcards. I grabbed these last year and we did not use them at all, but I definitely think that she is ready to use these now. And there's a ton of cards in here. They work on, of course, different spelling rules. There is a word on the back and a picture on the front. Handwriting, we see a carryover also. Last year we started using this, a reason for handwriting level T. So she was interested in learning cursive. We didn't get to the cursive part last year. So this year I'm having her exclusively work on the cursive part, not the printing, because her printing is great. She has a great handwriting. So we're just gonna go and work on the cursive portions of the book. All right, let's go to history. History, social studies, geography. So we're still working on the 50 states. We're continuing with that. I really want to make sure that she knows her own country and knows how to locate all the states and knows the capitals of those states and some facts about each one. So we're pushing forward with that. History, we're doing a ton of Black history this year. It is very important for me to make sure that she is culturally aware and knows what has happened in our country and beyond, and just, you know, is in touch with her culture. So for that, we are using a lot of books. So I have this one's really popular this year. I think a lot of people are using this, Little Leaders, Bold Women in Black History. And then I also have the other one, I just don't have it here with me, the Little Leaders, Bold Women in History. So it's women from all different cultures. We are using this book. This one is Discovering Heroes, Ida B. Wells, Fighting for Justice. I have like all the Who Was books ever. Who Was Maya Angelou? Who Was Sojourner Truth? Who Was Booker T. Washington? Who Was Bob Marley? Who Was King Tut? Who Was Aretha Franklin? Who Was Stan Lee? Who was Sacagawea? What was the March on Washington? Who are Venus and Serena Williams? And who was Rosa Parks? I really like these books because they are just easy reads, easy to understand. Of course, our curiosity leads us beyond these books, but this is a good starting point, especially for her age. She's only 8, so this is a good starting point for it. She's really interested in Black history, so I wanted to make sure that I filled up with all these books, and I'm pretty sure that I will order some more before we even finish these. Okay, let's talk about writing. I am not doing a formal writing program this year. I really don't think it's important for her to learn how to write formulaically. I was a classroom teacher and I had to teach my students basically how to write to pass a test, and I don't want her to write like that. I want to instill more creativity in her writing, but I do also want her to be able to answer open-ended questions while writing also. So to begin, what we are doing this year is I'm just having her write about what she is reading. So right now she has decided to reread Kina Ford in the second grade mix-up for probably, I don't know, the 4th time. But this time I'm having her really sit down and consider and think about what she is doing. So I just grabbed this notebook from Target, and what she does is each day that she reads, she has to write about what she has read. Right now we're working on text connections, so she'll write about what she has read and then make some sort of connection with the text and draw a picture. Okay, and draw a picture. And what we do is we just sit down together and go through it and talk about all the things that went well and talk about how we can improve it, and we move on from there. So this year I'm just going to encourage her to write about what she's reading, write some short stories, write some poems, and let her creativity flow. All right, let's move on to science. For science this year, we are using units from Teachers Pay Teachers. I'm not gonna share all the units with you today. I will actually do a separate video showing that because there's so many, but we are studying force and motion, the human body, space, and that's all I can remember right now. But some books that I grabbed to help us in our science studies. I grabbed this from Walmart. This is the STEM Activities Lab, some hands-on stuff to just, you know, kind of fun, but also help reinforce certain concepts in science. This is also from Master Books. So this is God Created. This one is the God Created the Insects of the World. It goes through different life cycles and things of insects. We started gardening a couple months ago, so we've really had to get to know the environment and insects and bugs, and this will definitely help us get there. We are studying space this year, so I grabbed the Answer for Kids books for space. We have the Ultimate Space Atlas. Also for space, we are using this Wild About Space. I really like this book because it has actual images in there, which is really, really cool to see. And for our human body unit, I have 100 Facts About the Human Body, and I actually have another book. It's like the biggest book of human body facts. The kids have taken it. It's somewhere that we are also going to use. But if you are interested in seeing our science units for the year, just leave a comment down below and let me know. I'll share all the units that we're going to use from Teachers Pay Teachers, and I'll link all that stuff, and I'll share what supplements that we're going to use too. And last but not least, ELA. Notice that my little is very literal. She has a hard time with logic puzzles and things like that. So I wanted to really reinforce that this year. So I grabbed this book. It's Word Detective. This one is grade 2, but it's 130 puzzles and games to improve spelling and logic. So that's why I'm not really using a formal spelling program this year. We're going to work through these logic puzzles. So what it does is there's a whole bunch of words in there, and it'll give you clues, and you have to use those clues to unscramble words to solve a puzzle. There's games you can play, tic-tac-toe, all that good stuff. She's liking this so far. Another logic thing that I want her to work on is word ladders. This is helping to increase her vocabulary like crazy, and we just started it. So it is 100 reproducible word study lessons that help kids boost reading, vocabulary, spelling, and phonics skills independently. So what happens is you choose a ladder. You start at the bottom, and it'll give you a clue and a hint. So for example, this word is car. And then it says to be concerned or to take blank of something, add one letter. So she has to sit there and think, okay, what does this clue mean? What letter can I take out? What letter can I add? So it's helping her increase vocabulary and spelling. Love this. This is from Amazon. I'll link it down below. Our main curriculum for reading ELA this year, Tried and True, The Good and the Beautiful, Level 2. I am liking Level 2 a lot better than Level 1 so far. So we'll see how it goes. We're using Level 2, and then of course it comes with a reader. Level 2 comes with 2 readers. There's an independent reader, which is this one, and there is a reader that you both read together. I didn't purchase that one. I just have it on my iPad, and we can sit down and read it with one another. All right, y'all, that's it. Those are my curriculum picks for the 2020-2021 school year for my third grader. If you like this video, make sure you give me a big thumbs up and go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you're interested in seeing what we are using for our kindergartner, go ahead and look down below. I'll link that video, curriculum choices for kindergarten. Happy homeschooling, friends. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.